Information. I do not own these pictures. I will leave a link where you can find it and you can do what you want with it. Now let's get on with the video. Finding Universe. Danmachi, the White Spartan, 001. The morning sun stood up and people was going around, getting stands and business running. In the twilight manner, on a balcony, looking over the city, a white-haired young man stood and looking out, looking and seeing this new world. No blood, no other planets, just one world with monsters and humans that doesn't die from the world they were born in. He stood there, just looking, seeing the beauty of the morning. Someone came up behind him. He didn't see who it is, but they walked forward and stood beside him. What are you doing in the middle of the morning? The man looked to his side, seeing a golden-haired girl with golden eyes. Hello, eyes. Nothing, I'm just admiring the beauty. I can't remember if I ever saw something like this. My past wasn't great for a long time, and I only saw the sun a few years ago. Ash, the woman that was mentioned by this man, looked at him. What do you mean, Belle? I can't say it yet. It's still haunting me. But it's just breathtaking looking out at the city. Eyes looked at the young man, maybe her age, maybe older. She looked out and she couldn't see it. She had seen this so many times, she got used to it. But it seems like this man standing right beside her, had never seen this much beauty in his life. What are you doing up early, by the way? I always wake up at this time, but it was kind of more peaceful. I see. It seems like you two are getting along fine. Both of them looked behind them, seeing the captain of the Loki Familia, Finn. So what are you two doing? Hello, Captain. I'm just looking out of this balcony. Finn saw, Belle's eyes. They were shining like he never saw a town like this. Never seen like this town before? No. Every town I have ever seen like this was pictures, drawings, but they're ruins, destroyed to the ground and disappeared. It was long before I even was born. Alright then. Well, you and, Tione and Tiona and Lufia and Miss Ice over here is going out to town to sell some objects or get some items or getting your tools repaired. And sell some items? Wait, you got items? Yes, small object you find from monsters that you kill. Oh! Oh! So those were those things I collected. Not those purple stones. They were kind of... well, not... Nah, anyways. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. You and, well, one of them have to go to the guild and register you as an adventurer. Do that before you go out, selling item and getting things you need. Got it. A few hours later, they went out to the streets. The morning sun was shining through the guild. Small Avengers that wanted to get some, well, advice from their advisors, is going through it right now to get one floor or whatever. A certain half elf, Miss Anna, is standing at her counter, well, in front of the counter, and just fixing some paperwork when, well, she hears someone with, well, large armor coming in. She looks and sees a man in a cloak standing at the door. The people was there was around level 1 and level 2. They kinda got scared by the person that was there, but they immediately saw the person next to him. Well, they can't say it's a he or she, but that thing the person that was next to him. It was Chiona that was standing next to him. She came with him to, well, register him in the guild. She walked over to Anna with the guy. Hello there. I need to register him into, well, to an adventurer so he can go down to the dungeon. Anna was kind of still and kind of afraid, but she immediately snaps out of it. Yes, sure. Let me just get the papers and you can sign the things you are in. Anna went to get the papers and the people just stared at the tall man. After 2 minutes, she arrived with the paper and Belle, or the man we know as Belle, writes, well, he was about to write it but thought that he doesn't know the language. It sounds like, well, English to him, and it is, but he doesn't understand the language. He looks over at Chiona, and she immediately understands. Right. You can write the language. Anna was kind of confused by this, and Tione put down the information, well, Belle is telling her. His name is Belle Cranell, a modified human. Age, he doesn't say it because he wanna keep that kind of a secret. Level 5, Familia Loki. Anna was surprised by this. He's level 5? Anna just asked, well, do you need some information so you can go down to the dungeon? I can be your dungeon advisor then. Yes, that will be appreciated. I don't know a lot about the dungeon, so that will be helpful, miss. Anna? Yes, that's correct. Anyways, I got these well, stones here I want to trade in. Hmm? Tione explains that they found him on the 50th floor stuck, so that's why he's kind of a high level. He was there and he doesn't know what happened. He doesn't even remember his past. And how he even got there. He know what he is and everything else. Aina kind of doesn't believe it, but she has to. People still keep secrets because they want to be private. Aina shows Belle over to the person to trade with, and he got a lot of money out of it. Around 800,000, I think. 800,000 for all the stones he had. He didn't pick up a lot, but it was big stones. Belle says thank you to the guy and, well, walks to Aina, saying thank you for the help and he will talk to her when he needs help. She nodded and sees, well, into where his face should, seeing a helmet, kind of. It was shining, she couldn't see any eyes, so... And she saw some of the armor. She thinks? She doesn't know. He nods his head and walks out with Tione. Aina is kind of confused. Going over and register him as, well, an Avenger level 5. An Avenger, I can't say it, an Avenger level 5. That his age he wouldn't tell, and his power is level 5. Skill unknown, magic unknown. Aina is just thinking, this could be good. They're walking through the city after a long day of, well, doing everything they could. Belle has mostly sticked around with Tione and Lafia, going to a shop, selling some items, everything else. They're just heading, well, going around, seeing some food and everything else. Belle looking around, seeing some items and stuff, when Lafia finally speaks up. So, Mr. Belle? Yes, Lafia? I've just been wondering, have you, what were you like in your childhood? Belle stood still, remembering back what happened to him. Lufia was beside him, stopping at the same time when he did. Eyes, Tione and Tiona was walking forward, not noticing it. That's something I don't think you can handle. Why not? Something that should never happen. Something you wouldn't understand. Sorry. Lufia was, well, not sure what's going on with Belle. Finally, Tione and Tiona and I saw them lagging behind. Yelling back, well, what are they waiting for? The two of them catched up and went back to the Loki Manor, or the Twilight Manor. After they got back, Belle retreated to his room after having a talk with Lafia. He didn't come out of his room even though there was, dinner. Lafia felt kind of awful after that. Tiona eyes asked, what was wrong? And she explained. I was, just asking Mr. Bell a question, and I think I offended him. What are you talking about? I asked him about his childhood, and he froze up, standing in the middle of the street. He told me that he didn't want to tell me. Like it's traumatizing for him. So you're saying you think you're offended, Belle? Yes. Maybe. Or maybe he's just annoyed that you asked him personal questions. Miss Tiona. I just wanted a simple question about his childhood. But it seems like I just felt I don't think he had one. At that point, Tiona eyes froze, hearing that Belle maybe didn't have a childhood. Both of the Amazonians understood, and eyes maybe as well. We can go to his room after this and ask if something went wrong. But, nah. Let's just go ask him. At that point, Finn went by with Riveria and Gareth. Ah, Captain, I have a question, if you got some answers. What is it, Tiona? Did Belle ever said something about his childhood? He's been here a couple of days. 2 days now, and... actually, no, he never talked about it. Maybe he has something traumatizing? At that point, all of them saw, Finn standing still. Maybe that?
Auto shutdown initiated.
All of them stood there wondering what did he mean.
Auto shutdown cancelled. Mic off.
Captain, what's wrong? Bells have some kind of scars on his back with something sticking out of him. It's weird, like non-human. Tione realized something. He said that he wanted to call himself a modified human. So those things had modify him, whatever it means? Maybe. You can go check him in. I think he's still in his room. After that, all of them left, trying to, knock on Belle's door. He answered it in, his human, without his armor. Lufia asked, quickly before they headed to bed, if she offended him by asking about his childhood. Belle just answering, no, no. No worries, Lufia. You're fine. I don't want to talk about that point in my life yet. Don't worry about it. She looked up and looking at him, nodding at that point. After that, all of them, left to go to bed. Hello everyone, Blue Mask here, and I know that it's weird for me to show up again, and you're probably wondering why I did the same editing style but a lot different. It took 8 days, or 9 days by now, to, record this video because I want to take my time, because I did such a rush job on my other series, and you can even tell I was freaking tired. I always do it in the middle of the night, and then I upload it in the morning, and that's that. I didn't want to make a half-ass job, so I will take my time on the video. And I came here to apologize for that interruption at the end, where you just hear my headset about to turn off and you turn on and the mic is off. Yeah, I apologize. I never even knew that. If you can see what program I'm using, but if you guys didn't know or don't have it, when you start to record, there's a box where you can, get some more features, where you can turn on a camera on the first left side. Then in the middle, there's where the audio records from the computer. And there is then to the right, all the way to the right of that little box, there is where it's only the mic. So you can turn these two off, and I forgot to turn off that thing to the computer. I never even realized it was on. So I just came here to apologize. That was not my point. I didn't want that to just go off and annoy you guys, so I apologize. I hope you just enjoyed this video. I know it was short, but I want to take my job on my future videos. Maybe I'll take a week, 8 days. I must apologize by now, but I don't want to just record for a few hours, post it with some pictures, go to sleep after some few hours, then record again. I don't want to do that. I will take my time. I will post how much I can and realize the story. So by now you probably know I am doing the story when I record. So now I'm just gonna take my time. I'm gonna realize each point that I wanted. I wanted some more in this video, but when I thought about it, it couldn't make sense. So I did something else, and that was actually good. So hope you guys enjoyed. Good morning, goodbye, farewell. See you later, you sexy people. Bye bye.